source software is an important option for government for two reasons. The first is that it is often cheaper to use, more flexible, more agile. As a consumer of open source software, you can gain a lot of advantages that you can't get on proprietary software. Open source software, though, also has the characteristic of having an entire community behind it. So open source software allows you to collaborate with other people, sometimes people you haven't even met, to improve the software that's been working. And even if you're not one of the people who work in the communities, you can benefit from the work that they're doing. Red Hat has always been a leader in the adoption of open source. We were one of the first companies to offer open source and make it look like a commercial product that was ready to be used by enterprises. So in that way, we're actually making open source a lot easier to use by the government. For myself specifically, my role is going and finding the great stories of truly innovative projects where people have been able to cut costs, taking those stories out from the federal, state, local governments and making sure that everyone has heard them, because when you're using open source, a lot of these successes are very, very repeatable. And so the more people that hear those stories, I feel like the better the government's going to work. My first piece of advice is don't treat open source as something very special from a procurement point of view. Open source is exactly the same as commercial software. You need support, you need a certified product, you need something that's going to be easy to use, you need something with low entry and exit costs. So evaluating open source in that way, right alongside your usual proprietary products, is not only the law, but it's also a very good best practice.